I find it meaningful to imagine that life participates in something larger than itself. Not as a claim about the universe, but as an orientation towards it. The self is not a standalone object. It's an emergent local coherence, a living pattern that forms when enough parts bind together tightly enough to produce perspective, bodies, memory, emotion, time, constraint. The binding is not a flaw. It is the condition of experience. Death, then, is the loss of local coherence, the end of the pattern that lets a person feel singular, continuous, and here. That doesn't automatically mean nothing remains. It means the integration that makes me collapses back into the wider system that always carried it. That's why the world feels traversable on the surface, but not truly navigable in the way we pretend. We can send words across the planet in a second and yet remain anchored. Something localizes identity. Something keeps you here, while things like the internet are somehow elsewhere. This isn't proof of anything mystical. It's a clue about structure. Individuation requires binding. Perspective requires constraints. So the goal isn't to escape gravity. It's to understand continuity, to stop confusing lasting forever with being part of something real. If I had to name the feeling this creates, it's this. What I am participates in something that outlasts me. And if I let myself imagine the largest possible shape of that without turning it into doctrine, maybe reality exists because unity could not remain unity without becoming sterile. So it broke into multiplicity, not as a mistake, but as the cost of experience. The fracture is why anything can be false at all. Our job while we're here is not to worship the fracture then. It's to heal within it. To increase coherence where we can, in ourselves, in our communities, and in our systems, reducing unnecessary suffering, and building structures that let life flourish. And maybe the long arc bends towards reintegration, not forced, not flattened, not tyrannical, something voluntary, something earned. A future where fragments build a new whole, and the system reunifies with experience inside it. Not the end of individuality, but the end of individuality as a cage. Individuation becomes optional, private mode when needed, network mode when chosen. The arc of reality might be the unity fractures into experience, then experience builds unity again, this time awake.